another video.
And today we are going to be doing 7th grade going to 8th grade advice.
And I'm going to be doing incoming freshman advice.
Let's get to the video. I have a little sheet of paper here so I can memorize everything. Going to 7th grade, going to 8th grade, don't act like you're the boss of the 7th graders, because when I was in school going to 7th into 8th grade, we weren't because everybody was just rude to each other. So
I would say for incoming freshmen, or even just going into high school, no matter what the grade is, I would say people say to join clubs, but also usually before school starts there's some type of like sport that's starting before school starts. So like for Emily, she did track or cross country and track, which was like there was like camp before school started, and that's how you got into the sport, and then you carry it out for like a certain amount of time into the beginning of the year. And for me, I have volleyball, so that I'm already playing before I start school. So usually make friends because off of the team. If you do have friends in those sports and maybe you don't have classes with them, it's okay, because as long as you just keep going with like the classes that you're in, you'll find friends in each class. Just be friendly, and I understand it's hard to be friendly. I didn't have friends for like a whole 2 weeks. It wasn't good. But you kind of start to find the people that you want to hang out with and the people that share the same interests as you, because I found out a lot of people that liked volleyball but they didn't make the team and I didn't get to meet them. And I was just like, oh, like that's like, I wish I would have met you sooner. And there was a lot of people that I met at the end of the year that I was like, I wish I would have met you sooner too. So it's just kind of like you have to keep persevering throughout school.
Secondly, it's not going to be fabulous. It's not like where you think that, oh, it's going to be so fun, it's going to be great, I'm going to be so popular, I'm going to do all this other stuff. That's not the case.
To add on to what she's saying, another thing is it depends on where you live too, because Emily, she lives in the suburbs and I live in the city. Our experience is going to be different. No matter where you live, it's different. And for me, you have to apply to several schools to get in, and you can apply up to like 28 or something. I think that was it. And I recommend going up to 5 schools because it's easier to nail down which school you actually want to go to. I didn't get accepted to I think 3 of the schools, and I got accepted to 2 of them, and I ended up going to one of them, and I'm very happy with it. I love being there.
Don't hog up the hallways, because no one likes when 8th graders hog up the hallways. It's not good, because basically all the other 7th graders, they're trying to get to their class when you guys are in the middle hogging up the hallway, and then they end up getting late because of you guys. So yeah, don't hog up the hallways. No one likes that at all.
You sound so aggravated.
I have experience on that.
Freshman year is one of the hardest years. Even though I'm only experienced 1 year of high school, I can tell you that it's pretty hard, because it's a whole different thing depending on what school you go to before, because I didn't have this many classes in a day, and when I went to high school I was kind of like bombarded with like all these classes, and I had no one to go to kind of, and I was just kind of like, okay, like I'm just go through the day. And once you get through it, you get into a routine, you start changing things up with like maybe how you get to your class. Maybe you stop at your lockers more at the end of the year than you did at the beginning of the year because you thought you were going to be late to your class. But that's also another thing. You do not have to run to your next class. You can take your time. You might think that you won't have enough time to get to your class, but you do. You just have to chill out because it's not that big of a deal.
That's same for 7th graders going to 8th grade. I don't know like what your school does, but like we have 3 minutes to get to each class, and it's plenty of time, so you won't have to rush anywhere. Again, don't think about yourself. You need to think about everyone else, because that's just a common thing. Don't think about yourself.
Yeah, just realize that everybody else in school is trying to get to their class, or they're trying to get to their locker, and it's important to just have that mindset of like, okay, make sure that I'm not making anyone else's day harder for them. but also trying to make people's day better, like just saying hi or like, you know,
In the
holding,
hallway.
or holding a door if you're walking and we're running to the next class. Like that's just little things of kindness.
8th grade will be your hardest year because all the high schools see, since I live in the suburbs, and when you're in 8th grade, all the high schools start looking at your grades, they start looking at your GPA, and they put you in classes based on what your grades are. They don't just say, oh yeah, here you can go in whatever class you want. They base it on your grades. So 8th grade will be your hardest year, but always trying to remember to have fun, and
Whatever you put into your school year, you're gonna get out of it. If you want to have a good school year, you need to put in the work, like especially get good grades. Maybe socialize more than you usually do. Step out of your comfort zone. High school is stepping out of your comfort zone way, like a lot. You are not comfortable anymore. Especially when you go to gym. But be yourself, because you'll find so many wonderful people if you get the chance to, and if you put yourself out there.
lastly, don't start drama. Nobody likes it. I've been in so much drama. It's unbelievable. Getting to the point where I just can't take it. So I just leave myself out and I don't talk to anyone. So just don't get into drama. Drama is the worst thing that could ever happen. Just stay out of it.
Especially in high school, you don't want that. You're there for 4 years. You don't need people bringing up stuff about you. You don't want that type of image when you're there. You're there for 4 years, so you might as well just make the best of it. And it's the pretty hard 4 years, and do good and have good friends. That's all.
It's the advice that we have for you. Please subscribe, like, and comment down below. And have a nice